And welcome on in to another episode of Getting Wild with Terry and Friends, Baseball Edition. We are back at it again today. I'm Terry, joined by Nick beside me, occupancy down below. Tim sent in his picks for today as well. Coming off a 7-1 day to start. It was absolutely amazing. We all swept best bets. Tim won his over-under. We swept dog of the day as well. So all three of us hit our dogs, and 2-1 in Parlay Pieces. So awesome way to start the show. And we'll be talking about 5 baseball games today, the earlier 5, and that's what we'll be breaking down. So we'll say hi to the chat. Cabano was first. Welcome in. Rasim second. Awesome. And we'll jump right into the first game here. The Los Angeles Dodgers with Buehler on the mound, minus 210, are in Colorado, facing Freeland, plus 176, total of 11.5 in this one. You'll always see double-digit totals in Colorado. I don't think we'll ever see a 9. I don't think we'll ever see it that low. So you'll always see some high totals here in Colorado. I like the Dodgers here. They are minus 210. I didn't feel like going with the run line in this one, so I parlayed the Dodgers with the Blue Jays, which we'll get to later. And Dodgers money line plus Blue Jays money line was plus 137. So what I like to do in baseball is parlay some of these big dogs together. And
big favorites.
Big favorites. Yeah, big favorites that I like together, and that's what I did in this game. Nick, Dodgers and Rockies. What do you think here?
Yeah, we'll start off with my favorite game of the day. Spoiler: this is my best bet. I like the Dodgers run line here at around minus 135 is what I got it at this morning. And I have a feeling this Dodgers team is going to be a team I'm going to back most of the year. They're going to win 105, 107 games this year. They're the best team in baseball. I don't think there's really any doubt. And when it comes to that total, I think we have a better chance of seeing a 14 total than we will a 9.5 when it comes to Coors Field. I don't think we saw anything lower than double digits last year at Coors Field. Like that. That's just the way it is. Rockies games are going to go up, especially that their pitching sucks. Kyle Freeland's their opening day guy, and he's not great at all. When you're trotting out an all-star lineup like the Dodgers are with Betts, Turner, Freeman, Will Smith, Max Muncy, Justin Turner, Chris Taylor, Bellinger is projected to 8th in this lineup. That tells you everything you need to know about the Dodgers this year. This is my favorite play of the day. Give me the Dodgers on the run line at minus 135. And I usually don't like looking at team totals, but I wouldn't talk anybody off of a team total. I think it would be like 6.5 for the Dodgers today because I think this is a 10-3 type of game for the Dodgers. So Dodgers run line here for me.
All right. I like it. Occupancy, Dodgers and Rockies. What do you think here?
Yeah, this is a really exciting game here for, Dodgers fans and Rockies fans alike. I'm leaning with the Dodgers. I was taking a look at the run line for the first 5. You could maybe think that, the favorite here is excited to play as well. And, they're going to come and, bring the game, to the Rockies in the beginning. And that's minus 145. So, yeah, you're laying a little bit of a price. That would be a way I'd look, but I'm just going to stick with, the way you guys are going to with, Dodgers, Blue Jays, parlay, and then the run line. That's the way I'm looking here for this game.
Awesome. We'll move on here to the next one. Seattle is in Minnesota. Robbie Ray for the Mariners. Joe Ryan for the Twins, plus 100 for the Mariners here, minus 118 for the Twins, a total of 8. Uh, I'm going with the favorite, who I kind of think I kind of thought would be an underdog by this point. Um, I kind of thought everybody looking here at the Mariners, everyone's high in the Mariners, and I get it. I'm high in them as well. I think they're going to break the longest professional sports playoff drought in any sport of the four main sports. Seattle Mariners have the longest no playoff streak, and I think they are going to break it this year. And this one here, though, I'm going to go with the Twins minus 118. I think everyone's going to be on this Rays team, on the Mariners and Ray, and I think we could get a upset favorite victory in this one, if that makes any sense. So I'm going with the Twins here. Smaller bet. We'll see what happens. Nick, Mariners and Twins, what do you think here?
Yeah, I'm on the opposite side here, but I took him in the first 5 innings. I took the Seattle Mariners first 5, money line minus 110. And the reason why I did that is the Mariners, they're a team I do like this year. I think it's a massive pitching advantage for Robbie Ray, the reigning AL Cy Young Award winner, going up against Joe Ryan, who made 5 starts last year, went 26 and 2/3 innings pitched, gave up 12 earned runs. So he had about a 4 ERA last year. But I don't understand why they went with him. I mean, the pitching I think is going to be what really holds back the Twins this year, if anything were to hold them back. And I think that this is a Mariners team that can take advantage of that, at least in the first 5 innings, because we know Robbie Ray and we know all these big name players. They're only going 80 pitches right now, at the beginning of the season, which means they're only going to go 4 or 5 innings. And I don't want that bullpen, and I don't want the bullpens involved in this game at all, because I know the Mariners bullpen is not as good as the Twins, because when we look at the rankings here, Twins is the number 8 bullpen in baseball. Mariners is the number 18 bullpen in baseball. So generally, when it comes to looking at those rankings, that's how I determine whether or not I do a first 5 or a full game. So I'm taking the pitching advantage here. I think this is a similar spot to when I backed the Guardians in the first 5 rather than the full game yesterday. And I pushed. I should have won that one. And I think we'll be able to get a win here out of the Mariners in the first 5 innings. I don't know about the full game, though.
All right. Yeah, one thing I do want to say, too, and it's perfect time for me to say this because it's before his first start. Hot take, bold prediction. Robbie Ray is not going to be as good this year with Seattle.
Well, it's hard to one up a Cy Young season. So,
well, I'm just saying there's going to be – okay, I'll say this. There's going to be a considerable drop-off from his performance last year to this year. I'm not going to say it's going to be drastic, but I'm not. I think Ray was better off with the Jays, and I think it's going to be a bit of a different Ray here in with Seattle. Occupancy, what do you think here, Mariners and Twins?
Yeah, I'm on the Seattle side here, but not really for any other reason other than last year's stats. So it's just, obviously I don't expect these trends to continue into the second year necessarily the way they do, but looking at the stats on just money line wagers from last season, Seattle was the number 1 team where if you bet every game, you'd be up the most money. And whereas Minnesota was more in like the second half of the bottom there. But again, and I'm not saying like they didn't make changes and they didn't lose players, gain players. And I think the Cy Young thing, I remember Chen-Ming Wong, he had a 19-6 season, and then he did not play as well. In those seasons after that one.
I remember that name, Chen-Ming Wong.
Yeah, no, great pitcher.
Chicken wing. Chicken wing is what I called him.
Yeah. So just things like that. And I agree with Terry. I don't think Robbie Ray is going to have the same kind of year he did last year at all. But yeah, if I'm a betting person for a opening day type game, I'll just take the plus 105 with Seattle for today.
All right. We'll jump right into to Cabana's comment here that I have a Minnesota Twins and Wild Parlay.
Twins might kill that.
I do have one parlay, and I guess I'll give it out now. And the hockey show. It's a mixed game parlay. So Florida Panthers money line, Toronto Blue Jays money line, and the Wild plus 1.5. So that is my only. I have it through that. This is my 3-game parlay. That's the only parlay I have. Like I said, I'm going smaller on this Twins bet. It's just, I guess you could say it's. I want to cheer them on, so I put a sprinkle on them. I don't know, but we'll go on to the next one here. Miami is in San Francisco. Alcantara for the Marlins. Webb for the Giants. Total 7.5 in this one. Webb made me a lot of money last year. The Giants, San Francisco was a great team to bet on last year as well. Logan Webb was awesome. I'm hoping he keeps it going here. But Alcantara, the Marlins, they were sneaky at times too. He played pretty well most of the season. So I'm going to take that these two pitchers play well, and I'm taking the first 5 innings under 3.5, which I got at plus 102. I think we get a low scoring. I kind of think this game will kind of be like the Guardians and Royals game yesterday, where it's like maybe 1-1, maybe 1-0. I think it's going to be a low scoring first half of the game. So I took the under 3.5. I would not talk anybody off the full game under as well. I may get to that, but I'll have to see. But I think we're going to have a low scoring game here. I do think the Giants get the win, but I think it's going to be low scoring. Nick, what do you think here? Marlins and Giants.
I'm going to lean towards the dog in this one with the Miami Marlins and Alcantara for this spot. I like Alcantara as a pitcher. He's somebody I was looking at. I think during the future show we did, Terry, I gave him out to win the Cy Young Award. I'm higher on this Marlins team than probably most people are, and they're going to be a team I'm going to look to back this year. I want to lean towards them in this spot.
Yeah, they were sneaky last year. So like there were times where they were really good, and I think they had a really good pitching staff.
Their pitching staffs, I love their. That's the one thing I do love about this team is their young pitching staff. They have Alcantara, Trevor Rogers, Sixto Sanchez is someone to look at as well. I like him a little bit to win the NL Rookie of the Year. So yeah, I like this rotation that they have, and Trevor Rogers is another one.
So I'll probably be looking at the under. I'll probably be looking at the under towards Miami all season long. But I like that in this spot as well. Occupancy, Marlins and Giants. Any thoughts here?
Yeah, this should be a great game. We're getting a heat wave in California, so it's probably a little nicer, at Giant Stadium for this one here. Look, guys, I looked at a bunch of these teams in the off season and trying to pick out favorites. And me and Nick were talking about who we would like to go maybe to the window each game with and see, like what those trends would look like over the course of a year and a season. And, Miami came up for us. And that's something I'm definitely willing to go on, with Webb in and this being opening day. I'm not sure I'm going to start that train necessarily today. But there's a reasonable plus half a run for the first 5 at minus 125. So you just need to be tied. You'll win if they're tied at the end of 5 on that. If you do like Miami and think they're going to win in the beginning, that gives you a little cushion just in case. But other than that, still want to see kind of, first week or so and just kind of see, how the teams shake out. But definitely should be a great game here.
For sure. We'll move on here to the next one. The Mets are in Washington. The Scherzer minus 168 against Gray plus 140. Total of 8.5 in this one. The Mets was a great bet yesterday. I said even they should not have been priced the way they were, even with McGill and net.
On the mound.
Yeah, on the mound. Sorry. Still thinking about hockey, thinking about baseball. So much I'm thinking about, but yeah, he was great. He was great, and they were not priced correctly. Here, minus 168. I think they could be priced a little bit more of a favorite than this, even now with Scherzer. But I get it; it's early in the season. I like the Mets here. I have them parlayed with the Philadelphia Phillies, who are currently playing. So both teams money line at plus 147. So that's a bet I like there. Didn't get to anything singly in this one, but I wouldn't talk anybody off the Mets run line. Maybe even Nationals team total under, depending on what it is. Nick, what do you think here? Your Mets against the Nationals.
Yeah, I cashed with the Mets yesterday. I played them at minus 135 before that line dropped. I was surprised that line dropped the way it was, but same result for me. I was up a unit at the end of that. And I'm going to go right back to him today. This is a Mets team I'm looking to play on this year. Max Scherzer, I'm expecting him to be fine. And I'm not particularly high on this Washington Nationals team this year. It's a very weak lineup, and they proved it last night. I made jokes during both my show and your show yesterday that when we look at the Washington Nationals, it's Juan Soto, and then it's Juan Soto. And then the only run they scored yesterday was a Juan Soto home run. So, I mean, it kind of played right into what we were saying yesterday. There's no offense around Juan Soto on this team. And fun fact with these two pitchers, when the Nationals made that trade with the Dodgers last year, Josiah Gray came to the Nationals in that Max Scherzer trade. So both these guys were trade pieces, a part of that trade. I like the Mets to take care of business in this one. I did take their run line. I got it at minus 105, and that line moved again. So apparently more Nationals money coming in today for whatever reason. That's at even money now. So, I mean, it's moved, 5 cents? But still, I like the Mets to take care of business in this game. Mets run line in this spot at even money.
All right. I like it. Occupancy, Mets and Nationals. Any thoughts here?
Yeah, look, guys. I mean, the Nationals have just been downhill since they won the World Series. They're a team I'm looking to fade over the course of the season. When I get to the window for like my main bets for today, I'm going to keep the Mets money line as a great parlay piece. To maybe team up with a dance partner. Either in baseball or another sport. And then, Scherzer on the mound, is good for that. And you trust the guy as a professional and as a baseball player and as a fan. So that's the way I'm looking here.
All right. I like it. And the fifth and final game we'll talk about, Texas is in Toronto. I know everyone's wondering, what? There's more games left. Just until we get to the hockey playoffs, we're going to keep it at between 5 to 7 games, depending on the day. We're not going to go over every game. But once hockey playoffs start, the baseball show will go over every game that's on. So in this one, Texas is in Toronto here, plus 140, Gray on the mound for the Rangers. In Toronto, Barrios minus 166, total of 9 in this one. Hey, I'm a Blue Jays fan. What can I say? The MLB, they had a vote with the MLB people, voted, and the Jays were predicted the second best team in the league. I'm high on this Jays team as well. Minus 166 here. So you can't really take that singly. But I do, as I said, have it in a parlay with the Dodgers. And I also have it in my 3-game parlay with the 2 hockey games, Panthers money line and Minnesota plus 1.5. I also took the Jays run line at plus 116 for 1 unit. I like the Jays team to come out here against Texas. Texas is actually, even though they are in a different division, these two teams are rivals. The playoff matchup, I know it was like 6 years ago, but that was an intense playoff matchup. it's different players now and stuff, but I think
Obviously.
there's still going to be a rivalry here. So I think that the Jays get the win here. I think it's by more than 2. So I wouldn't even talk anybody off -2.5. But I'm playing it safe with the -1.5 at plus money. Nick, the Rangers and the Blue Jays. What do you think here?
Yeah, it's the Blue Jays' first home opener in Toronto in 3 years. This is their first time since the pandemic that they've been able to start the season in Toronto, because last year, obviously, they started down in Florida. And then, it was Florida, then they moved to Buffalo, and before they finally made it back up to Toronto. I like this Blue Jays team, and one thing I expect them to do all season long is score runs. Their lineup, I think, is one of the best in baseball. Rivals, honestly, it can go toe-to-toe with the Dodgers lineup. Springer, Bichette, Guerrero, Hernandez, Gurriel, Kirk, Chapman, Jansen, Biggio. I like that lineup. That's going to score some runs, and that's exactly what I'm expecting them to do in this game. The Texas Rangers have the 29th ranked bullpen in the MLB. The only team worse than them is the Colorado Rockies heading into the season. Give me the Blue Jays on the money or the run line. I almost said puck line there. And then give me the team total over 4.5 around -130 with the Blue Jays as well. That's something I'm going to ride with them a lot this season is their team totals, because I know they're going to put up runs, and especially against a team. John Gray is not the greatest of pitchers. I don't expect much from him this season. And then that bullpen for Texas is going to give up runs. So I think 5 runs is not asking too much of the Blue Jays here. So team total over 4.5 around -130. And then the run line at +110 is what I got it at. But yeah, that's what I'm on here.
All right. Yeah, I'm also going to have, I know not everyone will be able to do it, but I am going to take the Jays to win and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to hit a home run.
I think I can get that.
I'm trying to find it here. Plus 270. Oh, that's just to hit a home run in general. There was a parlay that I saw there.
I think it's plus 375 at Bovada.
Yeah, so
I was
if you can get something.
Plus 375. Guerrero to hit a home run and the Jays to win. Springer and a win is plus 500.
This Jays team is going to hit a lot of home runs. So, and that's not from a fan. I think.
No, they're going to hit a lot of solo home runs this year. That's just the way they are.
Well, hopefully there's some guys on base too, but I think Vladdy comes out here and hits a home run. So Jays to win and Vladdy to hit a home run is also a good bet. Occupancy, what do you think here, Rangers and Blue Jays?
Yeah, I mean, you guys said it best here. I'm on the Blue Jays. I think this is a spot where the Rangers manager, I don't really like what the organization's been doing. I've followed them for a few years, and they were competitive in the playoffs, and feel like they've just sort of turned into this team where they're not really in the hunt. And I'm looking to fade them. So the way I'd play this is Toronto -2.5 is plus 150. I'm not laying a lot of units on that or anything, but that's kind of what I like here. I don't expect this to be a close game, and I expect the Blue Jays to win, by 3 or more runs.
Hey, I like it. And that is the 5 games we're going to be talking about today. Let me bring up the current standings, and then we'll get to the best bet segment here. Yesterday was absolutely amazing. So we'll try to keep it going here today. And we'll go over here to the best bets. And we'll start with dog of the day here. Nick, you went with Miami.
Yep.
Tim went with Seattle. And I am not going to choose a dog today. I don't really think that there is one that I really want to choose.
Yankees just tied it at 4. DJ LeMahieu just hit a home run.
All right.
I need one more run from them to catch that team total.
Occupancy's happy down there. I can see as a Yankees fan, he's a
Let's
happy
go.
guy. Let's see. Guerrero Jr. and Simeon hit a home run. I like it. I definitely like it. Occupancy, what do you think here? Is there a dog of the day that you like today?
Yeah, Terry, I'll hang with you today. Pass.
All right. Nothing wrong with that. Over or under? I am choosing one today. I didn't choose one yesterday, but I'm going to choose one today. I'm going Miami, San Francisco, first 5 innings, under 3.5. Yes, in the MLB show, with the over-under, it'll either be a first 5 inning total or a full game total. I wouldn't talk anybody off the under 7.5, but I played it safe to take the bullpens out of it, and I took a first 5 under 3.5. Nick, you went with Toronto, Texas over 9.5.
Yep, and for that the banner there, are you going to continue with goal horns for the baseball show, or goal things for the baseball show, or?
Well,
I just saw that. I'm like, huh. I totally didn't realize that yesterday.
yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's.
I don't know what to
emoji
change
for-
it with, but yeah, I don't know what to change it with.
Yeah, unless there's like.
I think the only thing is probably fireworks, but other than that, like no,
Yeah,
the horns are fine.
yeah.
I saw that. I was like, that's kind of interesting.
We'll keep it. We'll keep it.
Yeah.
Tim did not send in a total today. Occupancy, is there a total you like?
Yeah, I'll take Dodgers at Rockies over 6 in the first 5.
Dodgers and Colorado over 6.
Yeah,
The first 5.
And I know you guys see that 11.5 with the Dodgers and the Rockies. Don't in Coors Field. Don't be afraid to take those games over, because those games will finish 8-7, 9-6.
I saw 13
like
and a half. I saw
Mhm.
14 and a half last year. So
You'll see plenty of those. I think the Dodgers can put up 12 runs by themselves today. So don't be afraid to take those over 11.5s, especially with how bad the bullpen is for the Rockies.
all right, best bets. Should I do the Dodgers and Blue Jays parlay at plus 137, or should I do the Blue Jays run line at plus 116?
I would stick with the straight bet for a best bet.
Yeah, I suppose. But if the Jays win by 1, I'm going to be so mad at you, Nick. Okay.
Well, I have it too, so I'll lose money on that if they win by only 1.
Toronto minus 1.5, which is approximately plus 116 for me. Parlay piece here. Nick went with the Dodgers money line.
Yep.
Kind of want to go with something a bit different here, but I'll take the Blue Jays. I'll be the homer and take Toronto money line as my parlay piece.
What a homer!
Nick, you took Dodgers minus 1.5, your best bet.
Yep.
Dodgers money line as your parlay piece.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of the same thing as me. I took the run line and the money line. Tim went Seattle money line as his best bet. I'll get the odds for that up. And New York Mets money line as his parlay piece, which is actually a good one to choose as well.
Yeah.
Occupancy, what do you think here for best bet?
Yeah, I think first best bet, we'll do New York Mets minus 1.5, plus 100.
Wow,
Sorry,
the
minus
Yankee
1.5?
fan putting in the Mets. Wow.
Minus 1.5, right?
Yep.
I woke up and chose peace. Yeah.
It's okay. I bet the Yankees as a Mets fan today, so.
Hey. And what do you think here for
I'm a
parlay
fan of
piece?
money.
Yeah, parlay piece, give me Miami plus 1.5.
You can go up further, like plus 2.5. With
Um,
baseball, you can go more safe there.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do plus
Like the
2.5.
big dogs, I think you can get them at like plus 4.5 or like.
I got
200.
3.5 with the Pirates yesterday.
Yeah, so I think this is pretty similar odds. So minus, if you want plus 2.5, that's totally fine.
Yeah, we'll Miami plus 2.5.
Just for a parlay, you know.
Yeah.
You want to be as safe as you can. So I like it. Miami plus 2.5. Oh, Nathan is typing in his right now.
But he hasn't been on a show yet.
Oh, yeah, true. You guys didn't tell me.
He sent the link into the show, so he kind of did.
Nathan, if you want to jump, yeah, you can't because you're at work. Yeah.
Let him
tomorrow, Nathan. Tomorrow.
Let him put a best bet in. He's fine. He's been on the show.
Yeah, you've been on the other shows. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Put a best bet in, Nathan. Let's see what you got.
Best bet, Parlay Piece. You don't have to do the other two. We'll give him a minute here. Maybe we'll quickly. We got a little bit of time here. We'll see if he types anything in. Let's go here to some of the later games. Phillies are up 1-0. Anybody wants an update there?
I got first 5 and full game run lines on them.
So yeah, Cincinnati is in Atlanta for one of the games we didn't talk about. I passed. That's one of the reasons why it wasn't chosen. The Braves let me down yesterday. I think they could probably.
I told you it was Reds or nothing. I said that during the show. I warned you.
I think they could. The Braves will probably get it done today, but I don't want to take it at -196. You guys have any thoughts?
I lean Braves run line in that game. I didn't bet it though. I like Morton.
All right. Yes, Nathan will be in tomorrow. Omar took Red Sox plus 170. I was thinking about taking the Red Sox money line earlier, but I didn't.
White Sox. Yeah, I'm on the White Sox -133, so that's nice. They're in the bottom of the 8th.
So Nathan took Texas -2.5, or
team
total over 2.5 as his parlay piece, or as his best bet. Dodgers money line as his parlay piece, and Seattle as his dog of the day. He's currently thinking about an over/under. We'll give him a minute here. Occupancy, is there anything in the other games that you liked? In the late games?
No, I'm pretty much always looking to fade the Reds when I can. That's been something that I've been looking at over the years. I had a friend who was a big Reds fan, and he every day at work, he'd mention how disappointed he was with his favorite team. So yeah, I mean, I probably Braves -1.5 is an interesting look. And then listen, you got Angels game later in the evening as well. Yeah, I mean, I'd be looking at the Angels money line, but that's really about it. You guys covered most of it.
All right, Nick, anything you want to say before we head on out?
No, I think we've said everything we needed to.
All right, Nathan, I'm gonna assume that you're not gonna choose. Oh, okay. So you're taking Toronto, Texas over 9.5. I like it.
That makes sense for his pick there because he has the team total over. Yeah, that makes sense.
And all right, that is the show. Best of luck to everybody tonight. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new. We like all the support. If anybody is watching and you want to come on and talk baseball with us, we are definitely looking for some other cappers. So if you want to jump on and come talk some baseball, that would be awesome. Best of luck tonight, guys. Hit the like. And guy wins money. Thanks, by the way. Yeah, Tim was great choosing the Diamondbacks. I didn't have the balls to take them. But he definitely did.
I passed on that game, and I even said at the price, because that price dropped yesterday, I said at that price I was going to take the Padres if we didn't have that play up on the site, because Tim put it up on the site.
Exactly. All right, have a good one, guys, and the NHL show is in 26 minutes. So we'll see you there. Have a good one, guys.